only advantage I have on fight
Hmm.
night. I feel like I'm gonna be bigger than him too. Um, but again, it comes down to June 27th. It doesn't matter what he brings. I know I'll be ready. I know I'll make the adjustment like I always make them, and I know I'll win.
I know a lot of times people talk that he's a very athletic fighter. And obviously, once again, you don't have to divulge if it falls into game plan. But do you feel like he relies a little bit too much on athleticism, and he would have to do something different fighting you
Oh,
if that was the case?
I mean, I mean, I'm just as athletic as he is. You get what I'm saying? Like we're talking about athleticism. We're talking about what are we talking about in athleticism? Like
Hmm.
that word means a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? You could be athletic in just one sport. So I feel like yes, he's athletic, but I'm also athletic too.
Hmm.
I know how to cut the ring. I know how to make adjustments. I have a good IQ. I have a great jab. I have good speed, good power. I mean, I feel like we're very equal. We're very equal inside that
Hmm.
ring. And again, I will show it come June 27th. Come June 27th, I will show that I'm a better fighter than he is.
I guess the viewers to understand this because I've heard comparisons like in a big fight recently where people felt that Teal was more athletic. I don't know if based off of style or his looks, but obviously Shakur is equally, athletic, but just in different styles. So when people try
Yeah.
to match this up, I guess explain a little bit because they're going to
But
continue
that's what
to
I'm
utter
saying.
that.
I don't know what like I don't know what people means by like I don't know what they mean by athleticism. They can mean like power. He has a good power. He has good technique. He has good speed. Well, I have all of that too.
Mhm.
Like athleticism is just you can't put it in just one word. Like okay, like he's athletic because of this. No, he's
Mhm.
athletic because there's a bunch of things that join in one for him to be that person. So I don't know. Like I feel like I do a lot of things great too inside the ring. So I feel
I
like
get.
we're all athletes because we do it at
Mhm.
the highest level. So
I
I don't
guess I
know.
guess when people say that, it's like, for example, I guess when they look at someone like Floyd and Roy, right? They're both athletic fighters, but one seems to practice the craft so that I guess they don't rely on purely only athleticism. If that, I guess maybe. So some fighters, I guess they're saying like maybe they put their hands down, like they say, hey, don't copy Roy because he's not fighting fundamentally sound versus using your athleticism and technique. Do you feel like you're, I guess, a great representation of athleticism and proper technique when some people
Yes,
might
I am.
feel, and do you
I
feel like,
am. I feel like I am. I feel like
eh,
he's good athleticism, not good technique.
okay,
He has an
I
okay
guess,
technique.
okay. And I guess that's where I guess they say that he compensates for his
Okay.
technique with his
Yeah.
athleticism. So I guess maybe wording better. Do you think he overcompensates with his athleticism?
He might. I mean, he again. I feel like the fighters he has fought are tailor
Hmm.
made for him. He has fighters that
Okay.
has stayed in front of him, and again, he's a good, very good fighter. When he has somebody in front of him, when he has somebody that is not changing angles, that is not using his legs, and he could just punch in combinations. Yes, you will see that athleticism because he's very good at that.
Hmm. When it comes to matchmaking, Top Rank has always been praised of just having the superior one when they kind of do tallies, right? And I know that when this fight was made and you wanted to make it, and give him credit, both of you guys wanted to make it. I think a lot of boxing pundits were like, this is a very risky fight because of the fact that you're taking a fight this early in your career. But what the track record shows, Top Rank has been consistent. So do you feel that at this point that this is not just a coming out party, but just that pure representation that you guys know something the boxing world doesn't, and I guess it gets. I mean,
Hey, we will show it June 27th. It's a risky fight for both of us because we both
Mhm,
wearing 10 ounces gloves. We both have two hands, and we both breathe the same oxygen. So it's the same. It's fair game. You get what I'm saying? Like
mhm.
it's a risky fight for both of us. The only difference is that he has 35 fights and I got 23. That's
Mhm.
it.
Only difference.
The first 20 fights, who he fought.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
My last, yeah. I love it. You get me. My last couple set of questions is when people talk about switch hitters, right? Do you think he's an actual switch hitter? Because sometimes people feel like there's a fighter that can switch some stances, but predominantly more of a one stance
Well,
fighter.
I wouldn't say he's a switch hitter. I'll
Hmm.
say he knows how to fight both ways. He knows how to fight lefty and righty, but
Hmm.
he does same thing over and over again in one stance than the other. And the other stance is more athletic, more he changes things up. In another stance, he just does the same thing over and over again.
Hmm. And essentially, you would be the one to expose all these things on Barclays Center. Mm. If everything right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Last ones. You made waves saying that you'll run through Devin Haney. Do you still stand on that? And how do you see
Of
that fight
course.
playing out?
Well, right now the focus is obviously June 27th, fighting and beating Boots Ennis.
Mhm.
But I do stand on it. Like I told you, I don't say anything out of context. I don't say anything I don't mean. I mean it when I say I'm gonna run through this guy, and he knows it too.
He knows
But
it. They
at
don't
the
ever
end,
know it.
I gotta fight June 27th, come out victorious, see what's next. And if he wants to get it next, we could get it going. Again, I never shy away from anybody, but obviously being mindful that the main focus right now is Jaron Boots Ennis.
All right. And with this win, I know that people are claiming that Sebastian Fedor is the best in the division. Do you feel a win against Duran would solidify you as the best, or do
Man,
you feel that that sets up the fight where it is
run,
honestly?
run. At this point, I don't even know. Like at this point, it's like you don't know who's the. Some people say it's Virgil. Some people say it's me. Some people say it's Ennis. Some people say it's Sebastian. It's like I don't know. So I'm just going off. I'm just going off my own performance. After I win June 27th, I will be the best 154 pounder in the world. There's no doubt about it. But again, people is gonna have different opinions. People is gonna think different, and I can change that.
Awesome. And with this, I know that Puerto Rico has legends, and they've been around you supporting you, Miguel Cotto, Tito. I mean, the list goes on. But this win in New York City, I mean, would this put that stamp where not just your island, not just the United States, but the whole world will be watching something like we are watching the next great Puerto Rico? That night, would you think that would stamp?
Ron, again, I'm not sure. I don't know. I would love for it to be that, but people is gonna have different opinions. And after I win, they're gonna find an excuse onto why it happened. So it doesn't matter. The only thing I can do is stay focused, stay dedicated. My family's happy, my team is happy, my people is happy, and that's all I care about. As long as they see me as the best in the world, I don't need nobody else seeing me as the best of the world.
Well, look, I appreciate you sharing time. I appreciate you and Jerron making this fight at the time
Hey,
where a lot of people they make it only about money, but I know you guys
yep.
are making this about legacy. And I appreciate you guys and anything you want to tell the fight fans out there for this amazing fight that a lot of people weren't expecting, right?
Yeah,
At
man.
Barclays Center, June 27th.
June 27th, the zone pay-per-view. Make sure you go out to the city if you have the available time and it's gonna be a show. I'm gonna come out victorious like I always do and still, baby.
Man, I appreciate it, man. You're a class act.
My guy, thank you, brother.
Picture this: saving a
Champions collide. David Benavidez, Zurdo Ramirez. Mexican warriors battle for the belts. Cinco de Mayo weekend. Benavidez Zurdo plus Resendiz Munguia. Live on PBC pay-per-view.
It was just funny because what else are they supposed to say? You know what I mean? Zurdo Ramirez is a great fighter. I take nothing away from him. And he's Zurdo Ramirez. She's champion in 2 different weight divisions. You know what I mean? So he's a great fighter. So I was just laughing at just the question, the question from the commentator. But it was, I didn't think nothing of it. It was just funny.
¿Le dedicas a alguien en especial esta pelea?
No, la verdad, pues le dedico a todo el público de México, pues todos los fans que vienen a apoyar esta pelea es para ellos.
How do you think he handles your speed and volume?
We're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't think he's gonna be able to handle it, to be honest with you. People at 168, 175 weren't able to handle my speed, so I definitely know that he's gonna have a problem handling my speed, but I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about just putting my combinations in there and inflict as much damage as possible.
Al salir a ese cuadrilátero, ¿tienes alguien especial, algún cantante, alguien que te va a acompañar?
Sí, pues Adriel Favela va a salir cantando cuando yo salgo allí, so esa es la persona que va a salir conmigo.
David, you see him as like a safety first fighter at times in his career. He doesn't really go for it at times.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really worried about that. You know, at the end of the day, if he wants to be that type of fighter, then that's who he is. You know, at the end of the day, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm not a safety type of fighter.
He said, "I know what I'm gonna do."
The whole 12 rounds trying to hurt you as much as possible. So, if that's what type of fighter he is, then I don't know. I mean, it's not gonna help him.
Yesterday, Oscar said that you don't have that great of a chin.
I mean, I really don't care. I mean, that's his fighter. He's gonna have to boost his fighter up. You know, if that's what he thinks, then we'll see.
All right, thank you, guys. Hang tight, sir. Hang tight 1 second. If we could have the media right here shift down, so you know, we need to make room for everyone else. We gotta do scrums, guys.
Yeah.
Let's make room for the media to come in.
Yeah, thank you.
We gotta give everyone a chance. Let's get nice and tight, guys. All right, David, if you're ready.
6 feet rule. 6 feet rule.
Thank you. I interviewed Brandon Figueroa and he called you the future face of boxing. What's your response to that?
I'm just very happy. I think I've showed what I'm made of and what I could become. I think a lot of the fighters appreciate that, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I mean, we're all trying to get the best out of ourselves, and you know, I really do appreciate, you know, the good compliments from my peers, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, I'm just here to motivate and try to be the best version of myself.
I know I spoke with your father about you guys learning about meditation and praying. How has that helped you now since you've been doing that often in your
It's
career?
made me a better fighter. It's made me a stronger man at the end of the day. You know, the prayers gave me, you know, the, what's the word called? The reassurance I need in myself. It's given me the faith, the protection, and the strength. The meditation, it allows me to slow down my brain. And when I come out of the meditation, you know, I'll be doing 20, 30 minutes sometimes. You know, it allows me to be more connected with my brain. And honestly, when you're in the ring, you have to make the best possible decision. So it helps me make the best possible decisions and be the best version of myself.
Lastly, who's the fit? This is a
All these little kids running around.
Thank you. Thank you.
David, you know, obviously
Okay.
the cruiserweight, you know, becoming a unified cruiserweight champion, I feel like you've accomplished a lot of the goals that you probably set out to in your career already. What's next? Is there? I mean, you're a guy that kind of wants to push yourself, continue moving the goalposts. What would be the next goal?
I mean, there's still a lot of goals. I mean, I still have another 10 years in boxing, probably 15. So that's just being.
He said, dang, 10, 15 years.
The best version of myself, continuing to dominate these fighters, dominate these champions.
How old is Benavidez?
Keep being the Mexican monster.
At the end of your career, how do you think your career will stack up against other Mexican fighters, Canelo, all these other Chavez?
I think it definitely rival any of those careers. That's why I'm taking these chances. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you're only as good as your opponents, or your career is only. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm trying to put as much champions on there as possible. So by the time my time is finished, there's be no debate, and everybody know that David Benavidez is the best of this generation.
Last one, you know, Canelo's going to fight, and Billy, that just got announced.
Yeah, the Canelo fight, he happened to announce it today. He's fighting in Riyadh in September. What do you think about that and the fact that he decides to announce it this weekend?
Who's he fighting?
Billy.
Yeah, Billy.
Nobody wants to see that shit. You guys want to see that?
He ain't lying, bro.
I'm not trying to be a dick, bro, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to see that shit. Who the fuck is in Billy? You know what I mean? I think he would have been better if he would have fought Diego Pacheco. You know what I mean? Diego Pacheco has a way bigger name than Billy. But I don't know, bro. You guys keep asking me about it. This is a monster weekend. This weekend, you know, we have great fights. Not only do I have it's a great main event. The whole card is stacked. We got Oscar Duarte, Resendiz, Munguia. It's going to be a hell of a weekend.
You've had so little trouble in the ring. I mean, so many of your fights have been kind of one-sided affairs. How do you deal with like the doubts and the drama and, you know, some of that?
The doubts and the drama make me stronger, honestly. The doubts every time people doubts me, it gives me more energy, more fire to my flame to go in there and show who I am. I'm always gonna be doubted, bro. People have been doubting me my whole career. You know what I mean? But when I get in that ring, there's nothing that they can say.
He's a monster for real, for real.
It's my passion.
He's a monster for real, for real.
I'm always on my P's and Q's. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to defend
Like,
myself. I know how to go and attack. So what people say, what doubters say, that doesn't bother me. A doubter's job, a hater's job is to be a hater. So I don't let them do their job.
How do you stop the fight from becoming difficult? Because it's just never difficult.
I mean, you can't go into a fight thinking it's not going to be difficult. I mean, anything could happen in these types of fights, man. These guys are world champion. He's been world champion in other weight divisions. So if you think already, how am I going to make this fight not difficult? You already lost. You got to be fucking in it until it ends. You know what I mean? So I mean, if it becomes difficult for me, then that's better for me. I love difficult fights, you know. And then I always fight my way out of that, and I show everybody who I am. Nah, bro. I mean, I don't think nothing of it. Like, am I supposed to get excited? Or I don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want him to be at my fight. I want us to fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, if he's gonna come, if he's gonna come, that's good.
He
For
left.
the fans of Canelo.
He didn't want to see you.
New hat drop.
Come on, bro. Don't be nervous, bro. Come on.
So the new hat drop with 31 hats, you know, it's sold out real fast. Kind of like want to get your thoughts on it. Like, how'd you like your hat?
No, I'm just really happy, and big shout out to 31 Hats, man. You know, they treated me really well. Yeah. They had a great run of promotion and all that, and I think it was like 50,000 units sold in 30 minutes, bro. So that's insane. Big shout out to 31 Hats. Big shout out to all my fans who supported, and you know, I'm looking to work with them again in the future. Yeah.
Never ever sue the driver who crashed into you after a car accident. There's a better way to get compensated that's faster, easier.
Para David Benavides. David, la historia de esta pelea comienza cuando usted lo ayudó precisamente al zurdo previo a la pelea con Arthur Abraham. Convirtieron una sociedad de sueños juveniles y hoy tienen al mundo ante ustedes. ¿Qué nos puede decir de esta historia de Benavides y el zurdo?
No, pues la verdad es una bendición de estar aquí pues, con mi amigo. La primera vez que los dos peleamos en el fin de semana del 5 de mayo es algo grandísimo para mí, algo grandísimo para el equipo de Zurdo Ramírez también. Y pues también me siento bien feliz de estar aquí con Zurdo Ramírez. Y
oh, yeah. This is after the fight.
David Benavides. Zurdo Ramirez. Mexican Warriors battle for the belts Cinco de Mayo weekend. Benavides Zurdo plus Resendiz Munguia live on PBC pay-per-view.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV. Being joined with David Benavides, who's challenging Zurdo Ramirez for his cruiserweight titles this Saturday here in Las Vegas. David, good to see you as always. Thank you so much for the time here. Man, you're on your path. You're on your way of not only solidifying yourself as like the guy in boxing, the face of boxing, but taking these dates to you. How's this process been for you to kind of see that all this is happening for you now?
It's just been really good, bro. It's been a lot of hard work. I've been professional 13 years now, and steadily we've been increasing. We've been moving up, and I think this is just shows how hard I've been working throughout the years, and not only just working hard, I've been actually, you know, trying to test myself every fight, challenging the best fighters in the world, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? When you have your faith in God, you work hard and live how you're supposed to live. You know, these opportunities open up. But, you know, it's not, you can't just leave everything up to God. You know, you got to put in the work, and you got to make sure you're getting the best out of yourself. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been working hard consistently throughout the years. I've been pushing it to the limit every single day. For this training camp, I trained 5 months. And that's unheard of. People don't train like that. But, you know, that's, I know that at this level, everybody is great. And the way I prepare myself 100% is working harder than everybody else. And I'm just going to continue working harder than everybody else, and, you know, continue to do what I do, and one day become the face of boxing.
Now, usually moving up this much weight is like very risky for a fighter. Like moving up one weight class is like
He made
usually
it look
5, 7
easy.
pounds. This is 25 pounds you decided to move up. Tell me about like the thought process like behind that.
Just
Is this
the thought process of me going up to cruiserweight is I worked so much with Zurdo Ramirez. I've been keeping my eye on him a lot, and we were trying to get this fight for like 2 years. We are talking to Oscar about it, and then I said if I get that opportunity to make that.
Man, like how is Zurdo going to be able to deal with like that speed?
2 weeks, you know, I'm cutting weight and, you know, using sauna suits, running a lot. I've worked on a lot of combinations. I've worked on a lot of. See what you see, but you see how it works now. You know, he's telling me that I was never nothing, that I wasn't a champion. I'm this.
I don't like bringing him up because I feel it's like a dead point now. But he is going to be in attendance. Do you foresee you maybe looking at him, saying anything, or are you just going to ignore him? Canelo.
Oh, Canelo, he's going to be there.
Yeah, I saw a thing that he's going to be in attendance. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he could come. He could take a look at. He could come take a look at the performance I put on, and if he wants to get it, we could get it.
Fingers
He don't want no
crossed,
smoke with you, bro.
One day, yeah.
He don't want no smoke with you.
Jai?
Well, you see you see how it works now. You know, he's telling me that I was never nothing, that I wasn't a champion. I'm this and that. That my career doesn't even compete to his career. So now he's coming to my fights, May the 2nd, and I think that just speaks volumes on by itself.
No,
So,
I'm sorry, buddy. He pulled a fast one on you because he didn't show up to your fight. He left. He left. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You should get life insurance because you never know. My dad has never been in better shape. Lost weight, exercising every day, and he.
I work extremely hard. I get doubted all the time. But you know, it's not show what type of man I am and how hard, how far I work to make my fight.
Boy, Benavidez look like he got that Tyson Fury body going on.
Just try to get the biggest and best fights. Hurts your better be unify more championships in one weight class. Wherever the danger's at, that's where I'm going. Gotta go. I'm serious. We gotta go. Carlos, take the picture for me. Right here to the right? Yeah. Circle right through here. Let's do this. Fight, David.
David, what's your thoughts on Canelo leaving before the main event?
David, para México, ¿eres la nueva cara del boxeo?
La verdad no sé. No quiero decir nada. La verdad yo nomás quiero seguir ganándole a los mejores del mundo y seguir gracias, bro. Nomás seguir peleando buenas peleas así, dando buenas peleas al público.
¿Qué mensaje le mandas al zurdo después de cómo terminó la pelea?
No, pues así tiene que ser a veces, ¿sabes? Yo le tengo mucho respeto a zurdos como mi hermano para mí, pero así es el boxeo.
Canelo was here and he left before the main event. What's your thoughts on that?
No, bro, I don't really know what to say about that. Good shit.
Ain't nothing you can say.
Muy cabrón, güey. Describe the emotions right now, David. How you feeling?
I'm just very gracias.
Felicidades.
I'm just very happy, bro. I'm very blessed. I work extremely hard, and
I know I just didn't see Ray J on World Star. Okay, I didn't. Some of these people I don't even know, but we're gonna give them a shot. We're gonna give them a shot.
S Flex, baby.
Y'all know what the fuck going on. Hey, we doing this one? We doing this one for the game, man.
Are we now?
Y'all know how the fuck we coming. It's your boy Ken Yeller. I'm I'm finna rack with this shit, and we finna get right to it. Fuck ups, nigga. Let's go.
Don't blink. Blicky pop out, picture to sleep. Shit deep. Shark in the water trying to eat. Blue cheese, the cream, the cheddar, the cheese. By any means, rich dreams, I couldn't sleep.
Fuck all that talking on the net. These niggas rim checks. My little cousin ducking wreck. I almost killed cuz. T-Van from Insane gon' get up in the field with us. I was talking about this rap shit in the cell with Snug. True story. That killer shit is what he cap about. I hate a weak nigga who be extra out. That's bunk as fuck. Bitch was twerking on my leg. I guess they filmed the shit. She asked could I delete it. I ain't deleting shit. That's my gram. Hey, I almost rich. I can't be around no broke business. That ain't my nigga. He be with too many broke bitches. Bitch, shake your ass for pride. Don't let no nigga tell you different. Got her lips done for nothing. Gat man and never
Ice. Trippy with the breeze. B.I.G. we on the east. Sharky shot the text. I'm on the way with foreign keys. Look, Glocky with a dick. It's like a fad. These niggas scream. Pillow talking on the net. The quickest way to make a scene. TSB the worst threes. Bitch, I'm known to stress twins. I got purple on the jeans, but it get bloody on the tees. And 23rd the worst street. Stomp J's on my feet. Rolling loud on my wrist with denim 10s and 13s, nigga. I say.
Yeah. I just get with Shannon, nigga. Sharky, what up? Aye. It get critical, them niggas broke and pitiful. My young life gassed him off his bike, he might not live no more. Doctors had advised the Paris guys to pull extension cords. Knew he died on scene, emergencies, ain't even Philippos. Ballin' like a ring, been running up this team's digitals. Yeeky in my jeans, that's exactly what I was sitting for. They popped your boy up, that's the reason we had to get him for. They locked your boy up, could've kept him, but had to let him go. I ain't for the fella though, they paused my shooter's belt for four. To get him out the cell, they tried to melt the mozzarella on him. Coming off the roof with the troops and bringing propellers on him. Really what they rap about, my stick I'm never passing down. Fuck a concert, my niggas really with the clapping out. Give his ass a burp, we on this turf and trying to gas him out. Bitch put on his skirt cause the curb got tricks at his cashing out. We smoking on his black him out. Follow me like Farrakhan, take you on the Hoover run. Make sure you got that Aragon. Fly out overseas, 100 pieces inside this carry-on. Running shit like a marathon, Gucci with the Burberry on. If I ain't got my cream and I see a sucker, I'm fair one. It's Seixas.
Okay.
In the Hoovers, they know what we doing. Car full of shooters, they know how we moving. Left his ass in traffic, dissing in that music. Took his ass through there playing on computers. Sliding in the Benz, used to be a Buick. Getting all this money, selling hoes and music. Sucker niggas telling they gon' say who do it. How you niggas sliding, y'all ain't even a tool.
Bitch, I'm outside, I got the Glocky tucked. I ain't never gave a fuck, you know I'm posted up. Riding with this big ass 40, boy, you better duck. Close a nigga business.
I bet it ain't none of these dudes got no God like that.
Cost me a couple thousand. If she wanna be my bitch, she gotta pay me now. My neck and wrist can move you out of public housing. I got bitches sucking dick like water out of fountain.
Man, y'all know what's going on. We always outside, we not inside. And we get money. Breaking on bitches. Fuck the ops, you know what's going on.
It's always fun. All right. I'll be giving these brothers a try. That's an interview. Designer. Supposed to have changed his rap game up.
We in the building. Bad bitch. Whoa. New York. Brooklyn. Bad bitch getting bad tonight. You feel me, dog? LA Trey Pound tonight. You feel me, dog? Try to fly out of town tonight. You feel me, dog? Boss in my town tonight. You feel me, dog? Couple niggas gotta die tonight.
Dang, why we gotta die tonight?
Where you going tonight? You feel me, dog? She makes songs she love to write. You feel me, dog? I ain't trying to be wrong or right. You feel me, dog? I ain't trying to get wrong tonight. You feel me, dog? No way making out tonight. Pop Superman on another height. Keep talking about all that shit. Know a couple niggas that have lost their life. But shit still going down tonight. See train, see dynamite. Shit hit, she a dynamite. On the block with the candlelight. When the last nigga died on your side, you slide it, I slide. When the last nigga died on your ride, cha-cha electric slide. She don't jump on top with the frog guys. Early bird get the ride, nigga waking up, looking to the frog's eyes. Pulling up in the Jeep bag with a new bra when I G-slide. She in love with the Tootsie Roll when I pull up, 2C slide. Bro, roll up another one with a bad bra, we can air glide. Too drunk to the neck, yeah, I gotta put another one in the sky. RP to the big homie, to the YNs, to the dead guys. Sex got me weak, I can't see out my left eye. Overlooking these niggas in that 2-seat in that G5. bitch getting bad tonight. You feel me, dog? LA trade pound tonight. You feel me, dog? Try to fly out of town tonight. You feel me, dog?
No, I don't.
Boss in my town tonight.
I don't. Sorry. I really don't. Little Brook money dance. Let's see. Uh-oh, it's a female rapper. Oh, Lord.
They need to be mad at that bank account. Broke ass niggas, that's not my type. For pretty hoes, won't touch no die. Okay, do anybody wanna fight? I'm stuck in the crib, I'ma catch me a flight. Beat up a hoe, stomp out in my mic. Her nigga too friendly, he all in my life. And we not finna fuck, he still gon' take me shopping. Little mama thought she be right behind. Nigga need to stop rapping, this shit always flop. They fuck with Loopy, say they like hop hop. This too hope, and this hoe you not gang. Just tryna get to it, don't care about the fame. She can't fuck with me, that bitch too lame. Know the bitch heart drop when they say my name. Every time I pop out, I be too fly. So down on the perks, I was getting too high. Nigga ain't got no money, I'm telling them bye. Don't care about these niggas, can't make me cry. He say I'm sexy and I'm bull. We be fucking right next to the tool. Like why you so paid and you dropped out of school? I be on bullshit, I don't follow the rules. Ain't tryna get active, get out of my section. Mad little B, always be flex. I come for the shoulders, let me teach you a lesson. Don't know I'm fucking hoes, just be guess. Bring out custom amigos, we fuck up the club. Don't need 2K, nigga, I need me a dub. Bitch, tryna throw hands, hoes be throwing slugs. Can't fuck with no square, I love me a thug. I'm his favorite bitch, he know I'm the best. Hoes they be talking up under they breath. I'm standing on business, they shoot my chest. Bitch, I'm the, yeah, you know the rest. Everywhere that I go, I got hoes on my dick. Bitch, I just told you I know I'm the shit. Don't need nobody, I keep my blick. I make my own money, don't need no
I be trying. I try. I really did. I really did. I really tried. You know what I'm saying? Feel like that make my ears hurt.
Don't let your vacation rental and your hammock be invisible. Get seen, get booked on Booking.com.
Joe GD. Fuck wrong with niggas.
We GD, New York, Atlanta, shot racking in Tennessee, nowhere to go like you trap. On folks like we major foreign collapse. How could you ever throw dirt in your rap? He won't ever push peace, it was too many. He won't ever push peace, we caught so many.
You think you the king of the towns, like this nigga a clown, like it's lit, you know that it's up. Get grip, cause it's going down. Like we know you a bitch and not like a hoe. Big crip, but scared of the folks. Gotta be hot, too much dope in his nose. Gotta be fried, time to get exposed.
Nigga, you post swing first like you the shooter. The G7 and put out on the Ruger. We just took a break, we still smoking on Boomer. Sicky just tried to finesse, but 6'9" got told on by Cuda. Like why would you ever like think he a Uda? We kicked in his cell, he got slapped with a cooler. I would never forget he got shot off a scooter.
I'ma throw a Figgy at 5, his body filled with twins lean in the molly. His BM said that he a moot. His bros dip, he ain't believing nobody. You making a false look played. If Pop was here, you would never met Ye. If Pop was here, you would never got played. I pop you and send you to Pop today. From Brooklyn to the A, I'm sanctioned and I'm sturdy. You can't come to the A, cause we blinked you down dirty. I'm throwing up 6 tray, them shooters on you early. Your foot won't never touch Rockaway. Chose I hit you from a block away.
He traumatized by the stores, he barely walking, he just stand by the door. Even JD regret for sharing his couch. He wishing he showed you the floor. Most of my niggas don't speak no more. I don't even know how we still up on the score. Homicide like how many more? Let's show them a triple on tour.
Watch out, let me trip on board. Leg shot, he don't skip no more. Talking about what the G's do, why you worrying about what they flipping for? I'm minimizing, that's a pitch and fork. With the gang, we glitching force. You 40 and think you 21. Love the streets for that bitch divorce.
Nigga, you almost lost your L and the A and G80Gs. How you screaming out A? Tried to put 21 sunshots in your face. This shit is for L, he know he a play. Still beating on women, might die on the day.
Don't forget you could've died at 11:45. Hit up the black truck, couldn't drive. I thought you learned the lesson that day. This nigga back talking on live. You know we slide it through and anybody moving if you said you come from that side.
This is probably the best one I listened to so far on.
We've been on demon time and everybody firing. It's about to be a flat line.
That shit sounded like 3 different 4-5. Don't be out 11:45. Like it would never ever like ever make sense how he alive. Nobody got touch, he ain't get up and try. Nobody. True.
Okay, that was all right. That was all the ones I listened to so far. So we got 4 more. Hey, some quick 4-1s. They don't last too long.
Yeah, niggas be nothing to me. You niggas ain't nothing to me. You niggas ain't fucking with me. You niggas ain't fucking with me. New money, new guns, new paper, new funds. If he talking to the feds, then we cutting out his tongue. I'm in love with the money. I'm just trying to stack my funds. If you're getting in my way, then we hit him with the drum. I'm on roll. I can't stop, I can't stop. I'm on go. Click that, let it blow. They don't like me, I can see it, and I know. But I don't care, I let it go.
Bending with my blammer, wow. Lily ducking cameras, and my clip head like a banner. They know I've been going bananas. Shot to the face, give him country grammar. Slot to the base, holding souls for ransom. I escaped, but I lost the hammer. Wanted for J's like a pair of cameras. They told me not to spare him. Playing gutter, how was that apparent? Side step flicking, dancing like I'm Karen. Pulling cars, never read a terror. They know who we are, they just hate to hear it. Banging till they fear it. And they running, but they wouldn't dare it. The life that I'm living, niggas can't compare it.
New money, new guns, new paper, new funds. If you talking to the feds.
Right here remind me of Papa Smoke, the way he got that deep voice and stuff like that with the ad-libs, with a little bit of singing involved in it, you know what I'm saying, with the auto-tunes.
Then we cutting out his tongue. I'm in love with the money. I'm just trying to stack my funds. If you're getting in my way, then we hit him with the drum. I'm on a roll. I can't stop, I can't stop. I'm on go. Click that, let it blow. They don't like me, I can see it, and I know. But I don't care, I let it go. Getting rich off a pro, had to get it off the roads. If you know, then you know. Moving fast, never slow. I'm racing, I'm speeding. Running fast from my demons. Got your bitch in my crib. She called me Michael, way I beat it. Let's go. My heart is made out of chrome. I got rich off of loans. Bullets are open your dome. My killers running your home. Niggas are run through your place. Put a gun right in your face. Telling you to just open the safe. New money, new guns, new paper, new funds. If you talking to the feds, then we cutting out his tongue. I'm in love with the money. I'm just trying to stack my funds. If you're getting in my way, then we hit him with the drum. I'm on a roll. I can't stop, I can't stop. I'm on go. Click that, let it go.
I'm gonna say this, it's not a bad song. It just ain't got that. It ain't got that punch for me, man. It just ain't got that punch for me. It's a good song, but it just ain't got that punch. Let's see.
Like, low. If you in a party, then get me a groove. Left, right shoulders, just do what you do. In the party, she twerking, she shaking the room. Or you with your bestie, she getting it too. In the function, I'm trying to get daddy off cut. The water's too different, turn it to a slut. One hand on the wall, start shaking her butt. You say that you with it, so show me what's up. Left, right, up, down. Do your dance, let me turn it around. Left, right, up, down. She a baddie, she jacking the sound. The music is bumping, Mikey is bumping.
Music is not bumping for that. It's not bumping for that. Trash. I'm sorry. Fuck out of here.
Cubans, no lab in it. All you see is rainbows, like a gave him the shirt off my back and got stabbed in it. Told me to drink the water, it had glass in it. What happened to your principles? What happened to your morals? When you was throwing up the gang, I thought that you was loyal. Blood in and blood out. If you ain't built for this game, then sub out. Shortstop, I'm in the middle of the field with it. I seen keep it on him and got killed with it. A lot of fell back, you know I'm still with it. They killed my bro when I was locked, I had to deal with it. Now I'm home, I'm on that, gotta deal with it. Hey, like, how we calm down, man, you the milk ticket. See, when it's all said and done, I'll be the greater man. Way before Call of Duty, I was Mega Man. Way before Call of Duty, it was Duck Hunt. When When everybody ran on us, I was the soft one. Picture that, getting shot at, not shooting back.
Nah, I'm gonna say this. All the videos I've seen so far, at least this is the brother with an actual fire piece, you know what I'm saying? In the video, these dudes just saying they got it, but they ain't really got it. You got the brothers in the back with the choppers too.
Stay away from that boy, you better move back.
Why you had to do the brother like that? Why you had to do him like that? God damn.
Stay away from that boy, you better move back.
God damn.
Like I'm doing content. My little bro will kill a baby, he ain't got a conscience. If you ain't talking money, then you talking nonsense. Had to learn how to flip it like it's an omelet. He was talking tough, now he in the papers. How the shooter look? They said Darth Vader. Cause it's all black when we slide out. Go ahead and skip town, I'm at your mom's house. Carry hit another dream and call it time out. That's 80K on Cubans, no live in it. All you see is rainbows, like a gave him the shirt off my back and got stabbed in it. Told me to drink the water, it had glass in it. What happened to your principles? What happened to your morals? When you was throwing up the gang, I thought that you was loyal.
Oh, he clapping at all the rappers that got off on charges that snitched. Yeah, it looked like that was Gucci Man right there too. On top of that, let me see.
Gang, I thought that you was loyal.
See, hold on. Okay, we know that's Thug, that's Gunna, that's Gucci right there. That's it right there, bro. Shots fired. Shots fired.
When you was throwing up the gang, I thought that you was loyal. Blood in and blood house.
Oh my goodness. You want to put yourself on? I think that's the way to do it right there, my G. Yo, this video is off the meat rack. That's the best one, hands down, we've seen so far. Video wise, least lyric wise, I was digging that. Last one for the last.
It's a girl Chloe Couture.
Oh my god.
Like, I get it, I do what I do when I hop in the beat, I'ma eat every time. She tryna compete, but ain't nothing, she took it, I took it, already is mine. I'm stuck in my paper, I stay in a go, could be sitting there with see a time. I'm making 100, instead with a check, you can play to get checked for a dime. Keeping it cute, don't do a lot, put that shit on every time I eat. Do what I do, I be full of myself, my confidence hot, cause I know that I'm T. Stopping, I'm pretty and popping and doing it all so my haters can see. I be on time, they ripping and topping, hurry it up, gotta get to the scene. I ain't done, I'm just getting started, taking it all, we gon' get to the bag. Hold up, wait.
What happened to the chicks that like flow like Diamond and Nicki, even Cardi, bro? Like, man, like they voices just sound so annoying. Is that just me?
Sit back, hop in the coupe, me Becky and Mag. Only thing I'm popping is my motherfucking shit. Like, stupid little dummy, gotta go and take a hit. Okay, I'm outside with my sister, only rock out with my sisters. Always dissing, never that. I just sit back and mind my shit. Like, these hoes be plotting, running it up. Making a movie, whole team with a thug. Simple little dummy, got tonight stuck. You up and away, I'm out of my.
I do what I move, I wanna be like every time. I fuck with your girl, got a mistress, but my bitch is dime. Got a chick that's a 9, got a grip that's a 9. Daddy, when you coming home, my shit is a 9. Pray to get home, stay on my grind, spread it to chrome, still on my prime. Lady the stone, stayed on the line, stay on the phone, playing my mind. Made it at home, stay with the time, came in from Rome, making the mind, taking her home, breaking the spine, making the phone, making the drive. My nigga retarded, nigga get started.
Stop it. All right, we moving on, bro. Past that, let's get back to some basketball talk. Let's get past that. Jesus. My goodness, my G.
Can't believe we're leaving this all behind. It feels so irreplaceable.
Welcome into this Get Up exclusive. I'm Greeny, that's McNutt, he's Vince, and that, of course, is the legendary Windman. We are looking ahead to the NBA playoffs second round after round one wraps up over the weekend with a couple of Game 7s on Sunday. Detroit and Cleveland prevailing to advance to the East semifinals. They will play one another, and right now, DraftKings Sportsbook.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This is the team I did not want to face, bro. I was hoping it was gonna be the Raptors, my G. I don't want to see Cleveland, bro. I really don't.
Says Detroit is the slight favorite in this series at -120. They split 4 games this regular year. And before we look forward, though, I will let you, a native of the 313, what up, Doe?
What up, though, Greeny?
I sat next to Jalen Rose an awful long time. Detroit basketball. I've heard it for a million years. Let you crow a little bit about this team because you made a good point on the show on TV about what the conversation would have been if this team had lost.
Well, for one, I'm an objective journalist here. There is no
Okay,
fan
fair enough.
Okay.
Right.
I quit the Detroit Lions. This should show you. This should show you how objective I am.
Right.
But I legit think that had Detroit lost on Friday or Sunday, we would be talking about them being a 60-win team that was a fraud, a 60-win team that lost decisively in the first round, and all the questions about the coaching, about maybe the quality of superstar in Cade Cunningham, the direction of the franchise going into 2 consecutive first rounds and not win the playoff series. The fact that they crawled themselves out, including in Game 6 where they weren't down just 3 games to 2.
24.
6 games to 2. They were on the verge of extinction. I think this gives them, to lead into the question, this gives them a boost of confidence moving forward. It gives them some sweat equity, like Mike Wilbon says, some playoff calluses now, that they have an actual playoff skin on the wall. They get much credit from me because of that.
Me too. And I said this too, and again, and we'll get to this series with Cleveland in a minute, but I said this on TV also, Windman, that there's something that feels good as a basketball fan about the Pistons being good. Like there are these teams that have like all of this history that have just been dormant. Like the Chicago Bulls have just been dormant. It's like they've barely even existed for the last whatever it is, 10, 12, 15 years. And the Pistons have been that way almost that long, right? Yeah. Almost that long. There's something as a basketball fan that feels good and I think is good for the NBA when the Pistons matter, which they obviously do now. Windman.
Yeah, I'm a believer in celebrating more, pushing against ring culture, being able to have the enjoyment of accomplishment. And so I think it is okay that Detroit celebrated a first-round win as a 1 seed over an 8 seed. That said, this is a series that they struggled in pretty significantly against a team that, really limped their way into this series and lost one of their best players midway through it. So I will say this, the chips were down yesterday. It was the first time we've ever seen Cade Cunningham in that situation. He delivered with a masterpiece. Tobias Harris, a guy who they were really relying on, delivered with a masterpiece. And that does mean something. But that overall performance in that series does not have me looking at this team like I think they can win 8 more games in the Eastern playoffs. They could prove me wrong. I'm sure they hope to.
The one thing, though, Wendy, that
8 more games, bro. You had like Cleveland beat the shit out of the Toronto Raptors, man. They almost lost their series. Come on, bro. Don't say that. 8 more games. Come on, bro.
I will say about them getting out of this series is I don't know that there's an opponent remaining in the Eastern Conference that will be as physical as the Magic were with this group. Now, do we have more offensive firepower lurking in the Eastern Conference? Absolutely. But will it be an opportunity for this defense to get back to sort of the physicality that we saw during the
Well, I'll give you credit, McNutt. I mean, we were previewing.
And they'll have great physicality, too. We got to understand that, man. It was just a bad matchup. They both played the same similar type of play, man. I ain't even trying to hear that. Cleveland, I definitely worry about the 2 Twin Towers, Jerry Allen and Mosley down there. But, hey, we got dogs down there in the paint, too. So let's see what happens.
These series, and I was ready to skip past Detroit, Orlando. When the matchups first got set, that didn't feel like something we needed to spend a lot of time on. And you said, hold on, Greeny, This is not a good matchup for the Pistons for exactly that reason, so I want to give you that credit.
And granted, it was ugly basketball. We've all been watching basketball forever. Ugly basketball down the stretch in that series. But I think the physical nature of it and what it took out of them to galvanize as a group, Jalen Duren said it post-game, like, we truly believe in who we are in this locker room, so they apparently didn't have any doubt.
I love Cade Cunningham, too. I love him.
Good.
I absolutely love him. I'm glad to see him still now on this stage. So, Winman, let's break it down here. The question's been up on the screen for a while. Let's address it. Pistons, Cavs. DraftKings has Detroit a narrow favorite. Take me through, as you look at this matchup, what are you expecting to happen?
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up series. I think it's headed for 6 or 7. I think if you look at the way that the Raptors played against the Cavs, they were very, very physical with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden.
And that's what they're going to do, too.
Playing that way, and I would expect Detroit to watch that film and do the exact same. Try to be very rough, deny Donovan Mitchell the basketball. He sort of wore out in some games in that last series trying to get it, and I think Detroit will think that they can impose their will. The difference is that the Cavs will not go 1 of 20 in a fourth quarter. The Cavs can score. They were routinely a top 5 offensive team. And one thing I will say about Cleveland, they get called out for being soft routinely. Draymond Green called Jarrett Allen out the other day for being soft. He was not the only one who's ever said that. Evan Mobley had a couple of very impressive moments in this series where he played tough. And Jarrett Allen had probably his most impressive game as a professional yesterday in Game 7, where he was as tough as I've ever seen him. So they get to put that on the line and see if they can back that up. Maybe they've turned a corner, maybe they haven't.
This is going to be a series where teams exercise demons. Like J.B. Bickerstaff has never coached a team to the conference finals. Donovan Mitchell has never gotten to the conference finals. James Harden has a list of playoff movies that look like horror movies, let's be perfectly honest, that are not indicative of the historic player that he has been in regular seasons. Someone is going to come out and look like Rudy Gobert, a guy that we thought was a loser and looks like a winner. Like,
dang, not a loser.
Me about this series. Detroit is tough. And like Monica said, they're not going to play a team as tough as they played, as far as toughness-wise, as they just did with Orlando. Isaiah Stewart's going to be a better player this series. Jalen Duren's going to be a better player this series. Asar Thompson, I think, is a star in the making, just as an unconventional one. But on the other side, Cleveland has three-point shooting. Cleveland has shot creation.
Yeah.
But do they? So as we're talking, y'all, if you look at the two series that both Cleveland and Detroit just got through, who was better prepared for the next series is what I'm saying. Because Toronto gave you a blueprint where that offense that was supposed to be this, that, and the other didn't look great down the stretch. And I think
that's facts.
Piece to me is the X factor in this series as we move forward. Because you just mentioned it. Asar Thompson is all NBA or all defense, no doubt about it. Dennis Jenkins, a ton of pride. If those two can make life difficult, what we saw for Mitchell and James Harden in particular, what we saw in Game 7 was that they needed the team collective to play really well. And in the playoffs, it's supposed to be your stars.
Well, take me through that part of it, the matchups. I love the expression styles make fights, particularly in an NBA playoff series, which could last over the course of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we just had a series, and I know that the circumstances were different, but the fact that the Boston Celtics, we just had a weekend in which they started 3 new people in a Game 7 just goes to show you how much things can change as a series goes along. So what do the matchups and the styles say about this?
I wonder who Asar Thompson is going to guard, who J.B. Bickerstaff is going to deploy. Is he going to say,
I put him on Donovan Mitchell,
getting in foul trouble, or you guard Donovan Mitchell, a guy who's just as quick, if not quicker than you with the ball? Like, J.B. Bickerstaff knows Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell as well as any other coach, because he coached those guys, and they didn't get over the hump collectively. They know him, he knows them. This is one of those series to me. Also looking at Jalen Duren, he was all in his head in that last series for reasons that we can and can't talk about here. I don't think that is going to be the case here. And I think when you're a young player and you break through the threshold of finally winning a playoff series, there's a relief off of your shoulders. That front office was telling me throughout the course of the year when I was saying, go get a Lauri Markkanen, go get a Kobe White, go get an Ayo Dosunmu. They were saying that's a move you make when you're ready to go to the finals. We have to get out of the first round with these guys, and it shows you why they thought their growth had to be incremental. I still think they should have made some moves, but I understand why their expectations were modest.
I think those are great questions, the matchup, blah, blah, blah. But also, I'm looking at who's guarding Cade Cunningham on the other side.
Nobody.
And to me, y'all, if we ask which one of these stars are poor...
is you going to put James Harden on Cade?
I understand that, but I am not so sold that that's going to be effective when you look at Dean Wade. Now, I think Max Strus is a guy that's undersold in terms of his importance to the Cleveland Cavaliers. But as I look at this thing, which team is in position to make life more difficult for their stars? It's Detroit's defense on Cleveland's offense in my mind, and Cade Cunningham gets loose. Now, will it be the same formula where Cade has monster games and they are able to lock up the rest of his supporting cast? We'll have to see.
I don't see that.
No one knows better than you as a son of Ohio what the history of the Cleveland Cavaliers franchise is and what the history of James Harden, quite frankly, is. You just brought it up a minute ago, Vince. His career is defined by two things: brilliant regular seasons and underperforming postseason runs. And I don't want to say last chance, but it kind of does feel that way, doesn't it? Like Harden has been so many different places. The Clippers, would they finally get it done? And then the Nets, were they going to be the team that it got put together? And obviously starting in OKC, this feels like maybe the last really good chance Harden has to rewrite that history.
Yeah, and the expectation is that he's going to re-sign in Cleveland. I mean, he had a no-trade clause in his deal, and he waived it to go to Cleveland, and he didn't do that out of the goodness of his heart. There's an expectation he's going to re-sign, and so the Cavs see Donovan Mitchell and James Harden as a pairing going forward, and the concept is that they can, be powerful enough to win a series like against the Pistons. And by the way, there was some maneuvering that happened at the end of the regular season where the Cavs could have chased the number 3 seed, but didn't because they preferred to be on the Pistons side of the bracket. I don't think that was a flawed thinking, but certainly it's something the Pistons can look at going into this and say, hey, we're going to send a message here. And I agree with Vince. Jalen Duren, this is a moment for Jalen Duren. He is going to ask for an immense amount of money in July.
Oh, I ain't talking about the money, but he got to play big.
Which I think he did during the regular season. He needs to back it up with a difference-making performance in this series. Jalen Duren needs to be the second or third best player in this series because if it's James Harden, the Cavs will be in the conference finals.
Yeah.
Look, there's a lot of glamour in Knicks Sixers, right? There are a lot of big stars, big names, and obviously all the celebrities sitting in the front row there in New York. But both Eastern Conference playoff series, I think, shape up
I'm
to
glad
be
you said that,
fascinating.
Greeny. The Eastern Conference, we've been saying the East has brought up the rear of the NBA for the last 20 years. And when I look at the semifinals matchups, there's no two series I want to see more than these two. Now, if Anthony Edwards comes back and plays, different story.
Right.
As far as drama and basketball, I want to see these two, which means we can go to sleep early.
All right, that's all the time we have for this Get Up exclusive. Remember, we're with you.
I definitely agree with that, buddy, right there. The East look nice, man. Cleveland versus Detroit. Knicks versus 76ers. That's going to be a good one right there, man. We got that later on tonight. We got that later on. Maybe got the... All right, let's see what else we got going on. What else we got going on? All right, we'll just stand by. All right, we about to wrap this up. You know, we're getting ready for the game to come on 8 o'clock. Probably like 8:30, really. Probably 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? How the games come on nowadays. But, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be back at it. Smoothie Man Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Smooth Money Mayweather, the paper chaser. Holla up at your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do, man. Hit that bell notification, my G. Peace.